Who else knows about this?
SCTI in New Mexico identified a signal. We estimate that it has a diameter of over 550 kilometers and a mass roughly 1/4 the size of our moon.
What the hell is it? A meteor?
No, sir.
No, definitely not.
How do you know?
Well, sir, it's slowing down.
It's what?
The Nutty Professor is back.
Club in charge.
Pound for pound, this big lug's the greatest scientist on the planet. And let's be honest, pound for pound, he is a planet.
And he's brought the whole family back for seconds.
Get away from that!
Boys will be boys.
And the only thing that's permanent is family. Ain't that right, Dad?
Get your ass out there, chick.
And when the clumps get together,
You look just like Billy D. Billy D. Billy D. Billy D. Billy D. Club.
there's always plenty of love
Buddy love.
See you later, chunky butt!
to go around.
This must be your lucky night. Oh, I feel so vulnerable.
Universal Pictures and Imagine Entertainment present Eddie Murphy. Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps.
Oh! This is something scary!
A legtöbb ember a társkereső rovatot olvassa a lapokban, de hősünk a bosszú lehetőségét keresi a sorok között. Az újságírónak viszont a karrierje a tét.
Attractive married man, 31, looking for uncomplicated sexual relationship.
Do you tell them that you're a writer? No, he doesn't.
Ám ezúttal nem egyszerű újságírói feladatról van szó.
Hello. How do you think these women will feel when they realize they've been suckered?
On your first date? I gotta tell you, you scare the hell out of me when you go on these dates.
You can't leave me now!
What kind of crazies are out there?
Az özvegy nem tehet mást, egyedül keresi férje gyilkosát.
I'm trying to find the person who killed my husband. He was cheating on you! I found her.
Scared people are dangerous.
Goodbye, Clifford.
Halálos randevúk. Forgalmazza a Duna Film.
The history of 2 generations of crime. The drama of absolute power and the men who violate it. The Godfather, Part 2.
What is your name?
Don Vito Corleone and his son Michael. Both had seen the ones they loved most cut down before their eyes. Both had killed as an act of vengeance. Both commanded the most powerful and merciless crime organization in the world.
Is it true that in the year 1950, you devised the murder of the heads of the so-called 5 families in New York? It's a complete falsehood.
They would take any measures.
I mean, you've won. You want to wipe everybody out? I don't feel I have to wipe everybody out, Tom. Just my enemies.
Make any arrangement.
Michael, we're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Order any death. To protect the empire they controlled. The Godfather and his heir. Both were men of ice, and both were targets.
They're still on the property. Please stay inside. Keep them alive. We'll try. Michael! Alive!
The Godfather, Part 2, is Sicily in 1921. And Nevada in 1958. It is revolution in Havana. And rubouts in New York. It is manipulation.
It would be like trying to kill the president. There's no way we can get to him. If anything in this life is certain, if history's taught us anything, it says you can kill anyone.
It is murder. And it is betrayal.
It was a son, and I had it killed because this must all end.
The Godfather, Part 2, is the final chapter in the violent history of the Corleone crime family. It is the motion picture masterpiece of the year.
I do solemnly swear.
What's your name, boy?
Mayo. Zach Mayo, sir.
What kind of a name is Mayo?
Italian. Oh! That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America.
So, you got a girl, Mayo, the wife?
I will use every means necessary to trip you up. To expose your weaknesses as a potential aviator and as a human being.
There are some men who will do anything to prove they're a breed apart.
I ain't gonna quit! Oh!
And women who do anything to catch them.
Let me tell you something about the local girl. Come across the Sound on the ferry every weekend. Just one thing in mind. And that's to marry themselves a naval aviator.
Why are you here?
To meet interesting people. Improve myself.
Just how far would you go to get Zach?
What do you mean?
Would you let yourself get pregnant?
I think it'd be a gas to fly.
So what's stopping you? No excuse. You're not going out getting what you want.
And who says I'm not going after what I want?
Just exactly how late are you, honey?
Suppose I was to get pregnant. I'd never try to make you do something you didn't want to do.
I never lied to you. I never did what Lynette's doing. I'm not Lynette. I love you. I've loved you since I met you.
I want to ask you something. Yeah, what do you want?
You rich college boys. You're strutting around in your ice cream outfits like you own the place.
Go back inside and cool down.
I ain't finished talking to you, sailor boy. Go!
There's always one joker who thinks that he's smarter than me. In this class, that happens to be you, mayonnaise.
You don't mesh, Mayo. Deep down.
You know that all these other boys and girls are better than you are. Isn't that right, Mayo? Huh?
Isn't that right? Sir, this candidate believes he would make a good officer.
I'm trying to be nice to you. I'm trying to be your friend, Zach.
Well, then be a friend. Get out of here.
You know, man, you ain't nothing special. And if you ask me, you ain't got no chance of being no officer.
You're out. Don't you do it! Don't! I got nowhere else to go!
Richard Gere, Deborah Winger. An officer and a gentleman.
A film szinkronizált változatban kerül forgalomba.
We came here first. There was nothing.
So why'd you move here then?
Work. A great tradition of art in these hills.
Why have you never wanted to sleep with anyone?
I'm waiting.
I know you.
I'm Lucy. Ian's doing my portrait. It's really just an excuse for my father to send me to Italy.
Well, she's searching for something.
You ever been in love?
You're in need of a ravisher.
Lucy, I'm dying for you.
No, I don't think he's the one. Not for you.
I decided I had to get rid of it one summer before I went back to school.
I don't remember mine at all. I was completely drunk.
What about falling in love?
Most of the time. No. Just once.
I'm so tired of playing with this bow and arrow. Gonna give my heart away.
What about you? Love? That's not a word that I use.
You do have fantasies, right?
Everybody does.
Been adventurous too long.
You have a sort of joy in your eyes.
Yes. Give me a reason to love you.
Curiosity. A little bit frightened. Reminds me so much of me somehow.
I just wanna be a woman.
How is it that we know who we are? We might wake up in the night, disoriented, and wonder where we are. We may have forgotten where the window, or the door, or the bathroom is, or who is sleeping beside us. We may think perhaps that we have lived through what we just dreamed of, or we may wonder if we are now still dreaming. But we never wonder, who am I? Because our knowledge of who we are is the richest, most stable, and most complex memory structure we have. To lose those connections would be a sign of pathology, a pathology called amnesia. But it makes no sense to begin the story here without its history, its past. So, let me take you back to a time before identity has been confused.
Suture, a thriller where nothing is black and white.
Where am I?
Can you kill this person?
Yes.
How much?
70 million.
Done.
They call him the Jackal.
We've never been able to prove if he even exists.
He operates in secret.
No KGB members ever seen him.
In shadow.
CIA can't track him.
In silence.
Do we know if he ever operated in the U.S.?
And his target,
This guy's going for the gold.
has only one chance.
Declan Mulqueen, IRA sharpshooter.
He might know what he looks like.
What will it take for you to help us?
You'd have to let me go. Back to Ireland, free man.
We know the Jackal flew to Washington 11 days ago.
Right now, you got a name. That's all you got.
Police are asking.
He knows all your moves back to front.
This is an FBI access code.
You can send off 100 bullets before the first one ever hits the target.
Go now. We'll send you back to prison.
Remember, public and brutal.
Bruce Willis, Richard Gere, Sidney Poitier.
What turns on a killer is the suffering and death of another human being. And as his determination builds to take another life, he plans in obsessive detail what props he'll bring, what knots he'll tie. Let me ask you guys something. What turns you on? There's a serial killer out there who strangled 3 women. He's going to do it again.
Would you work with us on this?
You're kidding, right?
I do not want you discussing this case with her in any shape, way, or form.
It's the Boston Strangler.
Are you telling me this guy's copycatting a serial killer's been dead for
20 years.
You're looking for an intelligent white male, 20 to 30 years old, socially functional.
Everything's different. Different guy.
He's switched from DeSalvo to Bianchi and Buono, the hillside strangler.
He's sending you letters like he's daring us to nail him.
If he wants to be famous, he has to be caught.
I'm death and life to you, Doc.
We know that Mr. Cullen was safe in San Quentin last night, so how come his book shows up under the mattress? The man who has killed 5 women in this city was just in your apartment. All I know to do is change your locks, tighten up your security, and pray.
Here, kitty, kitty.